Welcome to Fast Stang 444. I really need your help. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. This will be influenced finish points, or alternate, some call manipulated. I actually believe every single finish point in the Eliminator is influenced depending on what direction you head. This will be arenas 17, 18, and 19, starting with arena 17. You can see where I'm located on the map for Arena 17 and where I typically would be located where the yellow star is going in a southeast direction, but I am going to attempt to influence the finish south down the coast.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown. Final showdown begins in 30 seconds.
The range of time to leave from this intersection is 22 to 24 seconds, if I remember correctly. And these arenas that are on the extremity of the map, I truly believe this is not necessarily an influenced finish, more just a common.
Final showdown in 3, 2.
I exited 2 seconds.
1, go!
Success. Down the coast we go, and I say we because there are 2 drivers just behind me. One of them winds up being an online gaming friend, Kilogram. Yes! Haha!
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator. Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown. Final showdown begins in 30 seconds.
I think this is more of a influence finish than the south down the coast. You can see where I am located on the map for Arena 17 and where I typically would be located going southeast, but I am going east to the north side of the mountain. I have roughly 2 seconds expired on the timeout bar, so I will be certain that the countdown timer is at 0 when I exit.
Final showdown in 3, 2, 1, go!
Success. So I will cut across to the road that is ahead, and there is a double switchback road configuration that is ahead that I also will cut across. So roughly where this road is straight, follow on this line across the double switchbacks. Watching out for some boulders, as you can see. Now just get on the road and follow this over to the finish. Yes! Ha ha!
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
I will show you another influenced finish for Arena 17, the same location, north of the mountain. In this final showdown, I have another driver, actually two drivers that are behind me following. I exited 2 seconds. Success. So I will cut across over to this road and follow that road and cut across the switchbacks again. Actually should have been over on the road, but this will work. The two drivers that followed me will not be able to catch me. You can see the line they are taking off to the right there. Here's where I cut across the switchbacks, watching out for the boulders. Now just get on the road and follow this over to the finish. Yes! Ha ha ha!
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
Now I will show you two alternate or influence finish points for Arena 18.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see where I am located on the map for Arena 18 and where I typically would be located where the green star is going south, but I am going to head to the northwest. And in normal gameplay, there's a danger sign that goes this direction and a gap down the side of the mountain towards the Baja. I exit at 2 seconds. Success. Position 1 of 4. So everyone else is probably trying to scramble to get over to the Baja. I will continue down this gap. I'm looking for a angled dirt road, and that dirt road will jump down into the festival site. Here it is. Angles over to the left. I believe this is also a danger sign in regular gameplay. Perfect. Now just get through the festival site without hitting anything. Go left of the cacti. There's a small ridge there. That's actually the point I leave from the normal location, Arena 17. And this is all the way into the northwest here. Yes! Ha ha!
Winner! Welcome to the Eliminati!
I decided to take this Audi RS6 just before the final showdown.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see where I am located on the map for Arena 18 and where I typically would be located where the green star is going south, but I am going to head to the northwest following the gap that goes towards the Baja as I did in the previous game. I exit at 2 seconds. Success. And I will freeze frame this and zero in on the mini map. Look at the other driver. They are also going this direction. So most likely that was helping influence the finish by multiple drivers going this direction. I will freeze frame this where I open up the map. This is actually farther down the coast southwest of Baja Festival site. I am also following the gap and going to follow this angled dirt road that jumps down into the festival site again. Right here. Let's see if I can get in line of the bridge again. Just off a little, but close enough. Got over through that. Now I'll get through the festival site without hitting anything. Watch out for these boulders. Isn't even anyone on the mini map, so this should be an easy win. I just need to get through these dunes here. Let's go between these. Let's get over on the road. the other drivers appear on the mini-map right before I cross the finish. Yes! Haha! I'm going to jump in the ocean and cool off after all that excitement. It heated me up a little bit.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
This is from a video that I had over a year ago, and this is the only time I've ever seen an alternate influence finish northeast down the mountain. And there are two online gaming friends that were in this game, Fishy Flop and Meester One, who was also Nickel Colt. So I will just have the voiceover from that edited version. I couldn't find the original video. I'm going to try cautiously coming over here. Meester One just went head to head. And they beat that Carl the Creator and took their Hoonigan RS200. He's right there. So I have to use caution because after he unless that was Carl the Creator, that may have been the car that or driver that Meester One just beat. So right now there's 4 drivers left. So I'm just going to wait here based off of the strategies that the other drivers have been using. They most likely will not come over here, so I may have to try and use this in the final showdown. It's not very likely I'm going to win if I go down the normal route, but I do know in this final showdown, Fishy Flop has a tendency to leave around the telescope and take the gap that goes northwest off of the mountain. So I will keep that in mind. The arena is shrinking, so I can start getting in position for the final showdown. And there is a car over on the left. My guess would be that is Meester One. There's actually 2 cars on the left. And then there, I would bet this is Fishy Flop. It actually winds up being 2 cars over here. They are so close to each other, I thought it was 1.
Get ready for the final showdown.
And right here, I will pause this coming up. I made a split-second decision that I thought they were going down this gap, heading northeast. You see them here? So I start heading this way on my exit, and Fishy Flop, I wound up finding out afterwards, did take that road by the telescope. They didn't come this direction. I thought this was Fishy Flop behind me. It is not. I did not time my exit well, and look at that. Meester One was eliminated by the arena. We had a chat afterwards where he explained to me he was outside of the arena early in the game and exited at 2 seconds, which wound up being early with the expired time on the timeout bar. So myself and this other random driver are going this direction. I really thought this was Fishy Flop. I didn't know it, like I said, until after the game. We chat on the Xbox app. But now slow this part down. I should have slowed down and landed on this road. And I wind up in this spinning spiral up against the tree. And here comes that 106V Temnote gamer tag flying by me. Fortunately, I land on my wheels and I didn't land upside down and reset, so I am scrambling to catch them. Fortunately, this car has a quick acceleration rate, so I should be able to catch them. But it's going to come down to taking a clean route to the finish. I need a perfectly clean route. I can't flip, spin, hit anything, or I will lose this race. So I need to slow down as I go over this so I don't flip. So far so good. They are off on the right. I wind up in the lead. I've got a good shot at winning this. Just narrowly missed that shed. Get through these trees without hitting them. Slow down, and they wound up, I don't know if they hit a tree or what, but right here, look at that. They are on the wrong side of the rocks there. I go between the gap over to the finish. What a crazy final showdown. Never seen the finish here before, but I've never tried going down that direction, so this is a first for me.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
That's the only time I've gone that direction. Now I will show you an alternate or influence finish for the final Arena 19. And this is a good example of how it being a centrally located arena that you can go any direction actually. You can go north, south, east, west. The normal direction I head from Arena 19 is east, and if someone influences the finish south, I can abruptly turn and make up the ground and win. I have a video showing others influencing the finish south and me winning, and I have two where I influence the finish north and one west. This is from a game that I saved where Windy Buffalo, who we tragically lost, was in this game. As you can see, he just won a head-to-head and winds up getting into a Camaro. Good man, kind soul. We miss Windy Buffalo, all of us that made friends with him online in this game, Forza Horizon 5 The Eliminator.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
At this Y in the road is where I leave for a timed exit. You can see on the map this point that I am located at for Arena 19. And I appear to be the only one going east, trying to time their exit, which is a clue that others are trying to influence the finish a different direction. You can see two of them back there behind me. And I was a little distracted looking around at them and will be late on my exit. As anticipated, I am late on my exit at 1 second. There is someone that crosses paths with me, and here we go. They influence the finish south, and I actually prefer to go this route when they influence the finish south because there is a stream and a lot of trees and obstructions off on the right there that they have to go through, and this is also the wet season. So I will just angle over towards this intersection here. I will follow along this road and decided to cut across this bend in the road over towards the bridge. And Windy Buffalo, after this game, congratulated me on the win. I remember we had a chat. He attempted the wet season river jump unsuccessfully and was laughing about it. Like I said, he was such a kind soul.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
These two influence finishes north are from a edited video where I already had a voiceover, so I will start with this one. It winds up being a close finish, but I do beat them, and I am actually going to decline the Porsche Cayenne and just stay in the BMW X5. And the arena is shrinking, so I will get in position for influencing the finish north. You see someone just got into a level 10 there. So I kept opening up the map. I'm going to go along the Bat's Head on this road over here, and I wanted to get in a position where I could try and time my exit. You can see where I am located on the map for Arena 19 and where I typically would be located, but I am going north, trying to influence an alternate finish. I could see I was very early, so I had to slow down to a crawl here. So I wasn't able to have speed as I exited, but I did exit at 3 seconds. Not that that really matters. And when the finish point appears, it is influenced where I had hoped it to go. And I open up the map and I see just follow this road all the way to the finish. If you go off to the left, there are a lot of rolling hills and trees, and they will slow you down. Even though this is a little bit farther route, this is a flat paved surface to follow all the way. I think there's a tunnel that I go through up here. Is, and then just beyond the tunnel I will turn left, stay on the road. I guess I could have cut across that one section there, but I am not sure about the terrain. Let's stay with the plan, keep it on the road. See 3 vehicles on the mini-map. One is off to the left, so they look like they tried to influence the finish north around the base of the mountain. But look at the terrain they're trying to go over there. There's no way they're going to catch me. I don't keep it on the road. I had to run into something, I guess. For the win. Hit the brakes and let those heat up. Yes!
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
There isn't enough time to complete the head-to-head. This is Arena 19, so I need to go over to the road on the right here. I thought that was the road that goes along the Bat's Head. I was wrong. I'll pause here for a little bit. You can see where I am located on the map for Arena 19 and where I typically would be located, but I am trying to influence an alternate finish point north. I will leave about 11 seconds. Let's go. And I exit right at 2 seconds. And the finish appears. It looks to be very similar to the previous influenced finish. So follow along this road to the right through Guanajuato. And I will open up the map as I get closer. This was, I think, around 5 days after that previous game that I just showed you. So it was fresh in my mind that this would work and what route to follow. Not to go off to the left through the rolling hills, which I didn't. I followed the road in the previous game that I showed you. So I continue on this road. Multiple vehicles over on the left. It's unlikely they're going to catch me, and this finish is right on this road. It looks almost to be the identical finish of the game I just showed you that I won, influencing the finish. So let's not hit the rocks this time. It is. I decide to just go over and park on the railroad tracks and let the train run into me here.
Congratulate the Eliminator!
I was upside down, so it reset me over on the tracks, and I only had one head-to-head that game. The head-to-head I showed you, and I left the vehicle here to get hit again by the train. I thought that was fun. I was not able to complete this head-to-head, which was the reason I was going to influence the finish west.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
I will not go on the road that I typically take so that others will not follow. You can see on the map where I typically would leave for Arena 19, and where the red X is where I am located. And as I mentioned, I am going west here. I exit at 3 seconds. Success. The other 4 drivers must have made an abrupt turn. They are all behind me. I am actually not going to open up the map and sacrifice any speed. Keep it on the road, and when I get closer, I just will angle over towards this finish. I actually do know I can go off-road and cut across this turn here, so I will do that. I recognize this road configuration on the right that roughly looks like a nose in the road that the finish is on, because I am familiar with that road pattern, is in the ravine. So I just will turn and get over to this finish. Yes!
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers.